Tyler, would you please lead us in prayer?
Well, thankful this time now that we can come and conduct town business. It's always maintain a Christ-like attitude. Thank you for all the blessings that you bestow upon us. And thank you, Lord, for allowing us to have the freedom to come and do as we please. In thy name, amen.
If you would remain standing, we'll say pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I'll call this meeting, special meeting to order, and I'll go ahead and call the roll. Myrtle.
Here.
Eugene.
Here.
Here. Brenda.
Here.
John. John. All right, Steve is absent. Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody to this special call council meeting and ask that if you have a cell phone, to please mute or turn them off for the duration of the meeting. It would greatly be appreciated. Like I said, this is a special call meeting for town council of County Line to discuss a couple of different, we have two issues or two items I want to talk about tonight. The first being, I'd like to get the council permission to retain an attorney to represent us during this entire landfill application process. To remove any doubt of conflict of interest and take recommendations on an attorney. Anybody would like to recommend?
Do you know Brett? No, we don't want Brett. We don't want
But first off, what does the council think about retaining services of a different attorney during this process?
I think we'll
Okay. Can I get a motion to retain an
I make a
attorney?
motion that we retain an attorney for this
I'll second it.
process.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to retain the services of an attorney. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, I will, again, if you have anybody that you can recommend or anybody that you prefer to use. I know there's a number in town that are in Aliana, we can contact. All right, I will do that in the next day or two. Okay. All right, the next item that I had was in preparation for the public hearing to be held here on April the 22nd at 7 o'clock, which is a Monday, April 22nd. A couple of different things that we need to do in preparation for this. Because of the limitation set by the fire marshal on the number of people that we can allow into the building. I would like to rent a PA system for outside for those that might not be able to get in the building, so they can still hear what's being said on the inside.
Inside receipt from the dollar store. And that was April what?
April 22nd. It's 7 p.m. Okay.
Somebody make a motion, written.
If you like the idea, we'll proceed on it. We'll take a motion to, John makes a motion to rent. They don't want to rent this, we don't want to buy it. Rent,
I second.
all right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? All right, unanimous. All right, and the other item in preparation of that, I don't know that we would need one, but I would like to go ahead and acquire the services of a deputy or a police officer just to help crowd control, to enforce the occupancy limits. If you think we need one. I don't anticipate any problems. The only problem that we may have is, like I said, the limitation on the number of people that are allowed inside the building.
Well, could the fire chief not handle that?
Fire chief,
Yeah.
well, no, this is set by the fire marshal,
I know it, but I
but
mean.
it's up to us to have enforcement
Oh,
of it. So,
If you think we need it, I'll make the motion.
okay. Well, again,
I mean, could we use Jefferson County if we needed to, or do we need to use Black?
well, I can contact them and find out.
I think so, you know, if it's just to control traffic, you might could use our neighbor, Mike.
Right.
He's
Right.
out for work right now.
Let me do that. Let me contact Jefferson County
Okay.
and see what they have to say. And then at the next regular scheduled meeting, I'll bring up the results and what I find out. We will still have time to act on it, even at the next meeting.
well, have they moved the Blunt County sign, like the Jefferson County line where they paved the road? It's like, Norma, is she in Blunt County now?
Yes.
Is she?
She's,
Mhm.
yeah, she's been in one.
Because I know they moved the sign from in front of her house, or it's gone or
Well,
something.
the county line is right there at the S curve.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody asked me about it, if they had moved Blunt County, said the sign.
It's always been there.
Oh, okay.
I think the signs may have not have been in the correct location.
Okay.
Okay. All right, well, I will check with Jefferson County.
It's the 22nd. It's still at 7 o'clock.
But we still.
Okay, that's all I had on the agenda for tonight, the special call meeting. Does council have anything additional? Okay. All right. Yeah. Questions, comments from the,
I have a question. Is there any way that y'all could do it anywhere other than here? Like, maybe if we provided, open the courthouse, maybe let you have it up there where everybody could be in one building? So I feel like if you have it here and people's in the parking lot, if they want to voice their opinion, it might be kind of hard to go back and
well,
forth.
the intention is we'll have a attendance sheet that everybody that attends will sign, but we'll also have a speaker sheet, a separate sheet. Should they not be able to get a seat inside, if they're on the list to speak, we'll call them outside and bring them in.
Okay.
You think that's pretty good? I think it would be better at the courthouse. Don't you?
Right.
At the courthouse. Everybody be on that side.
I don't drive that far at night.
Well, there's,
That was just a suggestion. I was just.
right,
Well, it's just there's some older people on here that don't have good vision.
How about the church?
Yes, I was just trying to think of a bigger place than,
we'd have to inquire if they would let us use it.
The church.
Mhm.
What, the church? No. They would.
You talking about county line Baptist?
Yeah. I will check with the church to see what they have to say.
Could
See
you
if they let us-
Pleasant Grove.
check with Pleasant Grove Church also? I'm sure that they would be happy to open their doors to a meeting.
Where's that located?
Right there where
Right
y'all
there where
trying to
they're
come
wanting to
in.
come
Right where
through
you
with
want
the
to come
lane
through.
field. They're wanting to go right through there with the trucks.
Good idea.
Good idea.
You got no more connection, haven't you?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Uncle Earl.
See it?
That's right. The church is right there at the gate that goes into it.
I can't see, I can't judge how close I am to cars, and I can't, it blinds me when I face other cars, so I don't drive. The only place I drive at night is down here, and that's because I know where I am and where I'm going.
Somebody must pick you up.
We'll make arrangements.
I mean, if we had it somewhere else, I'd
Pick
have
you
to
up,
drive.
a while or whatever.
Yeah.
Come pick you up.
We'll make arrangements.
Yep.
Maybe have it somewhere else. Okay. I'll check with County Line Baptist Church first, and then, if need be, I'll contact Pleasant Grove.
I'd like to make a comment if I can. I'll probably be out of order, but I'd like to make one.
Well, go ahead, I mean, this is
I'll put
open
it in the
to,
form of request. When y'all all ran for office, didn't y'all run on the platform, no landfill in county line? Every one of you?
That's right.
Including you?
yeah,
Okay, just check. You,
I've just been voted on.
yeah, I know that. We don't know about you, but I know the rest of the people did. I know you did.
right,
I know you did.
right, we did, and as I was telling someone not long ago, I brought this to the council because a businessman made a proposition for the town. It's not up to me to make that decision, it's up to the town council to make a decision on whether or not they accept or reject that application. But we do have to go through the process.
Yeah, do you vote on it, or do you have a vote on it? You have a vote also, right?
Yeah, we will, the council will vote on it.
Well, you vote also, right?
Yes, I will vote. Well, in this particular case, I have said from the very beginning that I am abstaining from voting for this because of my position that I took on the last landfill that went before the Blount County Solid Waste Management Board, which I'm a member of. I voted against it.
So you're on the solid waste board in Blount County, right?
Yes.
Who else is on that?
I'd have to get the name. There's 5 other members. I think it's 5 members, 2 at large and 1 from each district.
Okay. But just to refresh my memory, because I can't, it's been a few days ago since y'all were elected, but that was y'all's platform. No landfills in county line Alabama.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Is that how we phrase it? Yes.
Well, I guess we can expect you to still have the same way of thinking.
Well, that will be determined when we vote on it after the public hearing. It's not, I keep telling everybody, we have to go through the process since it was initiated. We have to go through these steps. It's not done. And that's all I can say.
But I can say for myself that I came into office for the people. The people voted me in, and the people, I feel like, are my boss.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the people. I live in county line.
I know you do.
In fact, some of the people that have proposed this, they don't live in county line. We're not talking about the people of Blount County, we're talking about the people of county line on what y'all vote on. So I know it has a lot to do with other people that's gonna be affected, but what I'm saying is, y'all are supposed to represent the people of county line. Y'all had a pretty good constituency when you were opposing the other landfill, so I would assume that you would still represent those people. And I'm just going by what y'all said at the time. So, if your opinions changed about landfills, that, you need to let everybody know. That's all I'm saying. But I know what y'all said. You too, Brenda.
Well, I mean, I think that, that we've represented the town very well in the few years that we've been in office.
Well, I'm not saying you haven't, but I'm just saying what you ran on. And I'm surprised that we're even entertaining this, to be honest with you.
Well, it's just like Buddy said, it's not done yet. I mean, it was a proposition that was put before the town, and we're discussing it, and we're going about it the way it should be gone about, and then we'll have a vote on it.
That pretty well answered my question on
Well,
that.
how's all these trucks gonna
No, that
get to
doesn't-
the landfill?
I'm sorry?
How's all these trucks gonna get to the landfill? From Lehigh Road?
Yes.
Or,
No, yeah, Reed Schoolhouse.
cause I've heard,
From
I'm
my
here to find
understanding,
out.
from High Road and, Reed Schoolhouse.
It's gonna go straight
Well,
to
how much crap is Dallas Central supposed to take out? I mean, I'm born and raised there, my whole life. You got Donnie Hicks is destroyed the way it looks. Then you got LQ, whatever. Can't stop them, that's big business. Now we got Van, wants to make it even worse. I'm about tired of it. You, as old as y'all are, y'all know how Dallas Central used to look. It was beautiful. And now it looks like crap. I still live there. There's beautiful homes there. But first you gotta look at crap.
Well,
Please come back on the 22nd, because that's when your comments were really gonna be needed to go on
and
the
all I
public
can
record.
say is, I'm still the same person I was when I came in office.
I figured that.
And I still have the same ideals.
Yeah, I figured that.
All right, any other questions or comments? Yes,
You
Bob?
know, I gotta talk. I'm moving around in the chair.
You're here.
I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts with you. There used to be people talk about that when they put tires in the ground, nothing's gonna harm anything, and they're gonna be in there, they don't smell, they catch on fire and smoke and stuff. Once upon a time, there was a tire landfill near Philadelphia Church. And at Philadelphia Church, right across the street was this tire landfill. And the ADM stayed on them because they was breaking all the rules and I don't know what all of it. I got a stack of stuff that thick when I was on the solid waste board. But they then had some leachate come through the landfill because there's a lot of big tractor trailer trucks going in there at night. And somebody said there's something coming out of that landfill that don't belong there. At that time, the person that was running that landfill, Metro Tire Recycling, was applying for an extension to move across the road on land that they already owned, and it was, you know, it was real easy to put tires in there where there's that. Well, a landowner got me and walked me up to the dam and the stream coming out behind the dam. It was a dam, but all it was a stack of tires with dirt on it. And that was that was awful stinking and stuff you ever seen running down through those people's property. And it was coming out of that tire landfill. Everybody suspects that all those trucks coming in there at night have 55-gallon drums in there, and they're paying extra to run that stuff now. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because you'd have to dig up the whole landfill. But they were cited by ADM, and that ADM shut them down. And we on the solid waste authority, I took Ron Golson. You know who Ron Golson is? He's a newspaper reporter in Namiana. Ron and I walked up and I showed him, and he took pictures and put it into Blount County. Now, the punchline. At your outdoor public hearing the other day, we were there, some of us.
Yeah.
There was a guy standing beside where the guy was giving description, and he was offering input to how this is done and how we do this and do that. Guess who that was? The guy that was running Metro Tire when they got cited. And they still ain't through with it, because I've called ADM and they won't tell you a lot, but they'll tell you some. I had some contacts when I was on solid waste board. But I'm just telling you. Now, one other thing that I'd like to tell you about is I don't know exactly how many total acres are over there, but there's 226 applied for, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? Well, there's a lot more land over there. I would guess, what do you say, 1,000? Not that much?
Probably 200.
Another 2? Another 200 over there. Everybody talks about how tires, it's easy to permit. You don't have to put a line wrench, you don't have to put certain drainage in there, and they say it's just simple. You're not going to smell anything and all that stuff. Well, the first thing that they're going to do when they start running out of space is they're going to ask for another permit, expansion. It may be a modified one that can get other stuff like construction debris in that landfill. Could get household garbage if they got ADM to approve them, and the local governing body approves it. So it's just, it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse down the thing. The first thing you got to do is stop it up front. After you vote, and if you vote, we're going to let them do it, that's the end of it. You have no more control of it. ADM's only going to handle it. And we can't stop it. We can sue all of you for doing it if we want to, but we don't want to do that. We just want to kill it. We just want it simple, black and white. And what I'm telling you, I swear it's the truth. I may have missed a dot or quit. I must not have dotted an I or something like that, but I'm telling you the truth. What I told you about the landfill over there, and the guy that's running it was up there at that meeting, and he was giving instructions to that engineer that was telling. So, thank you very much.
Well, Bob, what about that one that's burned really right over there where they wanted to put that one. It's been
Well-
there for years.
That's true, and the fire chief tried to tell you that the other day, that, at that hearing, he was the fire chief. Maurice Cooper. They sat over there and they couldn't put that fire out, and it's right down the hill from where we're talking about. And the ground is still cluttered with tires all over them woods, all up on those banks, in trees. I'm not even sure that was a legal permitted tire, do you know?
I don't think so.
I don't think it was either, but it burned. When we first moved up
For
here,
years.
yeah, when we first moved up here, in the evening, right before dark, especially on Sunday, they would back in there on that high wall and dump them tires in there and set them on fire.
Yeah.
Well, they put a little too much fuel in there, and it burnt for about a week. And there's tales that it's still burning way down in the ground, but I doubt that's true, but.
Well, I don't doubt it. Since they mined over there, they covered it up deeper. But until they mined there, they claimed they had it put out, and a little later,
Smoke coming out.
out of there.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Smelling over my house, so,
And that's just the facts, I'm just telling.
What about these tires that's dumped across the street up here from that dump up here? They got them all out in that field. What are they gonna do with those?
There's mosquito catchers, in case they need some mosquitoes, that's where they go get it.
We gonna pay them. That's the same size that caught on fire a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
They got
size. It's a
big
different
tires
parcel
out.
of land.
Pardon?
It's a different parcel of land. The site that caught on fire was right by that little garage.
Yeah. This is going out in the field.
That's well now.
Okay.
That guy recycles tires. He makes those big old squeegees to clean out dairy bars with. He'll put them there and then he'll go through and then all the good ones or used to, I'm not speaking for him, but he used to own to Indiana or Illinois ones of those dairy bars. The rest of them he carries across the road, they cover them up at WCA.
I guess I'm simple-minded, but I don't see why you can't just say no, and then no, and be done with it. I don't know what kind of procedure or what. It just don't make no sense to me that we're gonna waste all this time and we're gonna say no, so we ought to say no to begin with.
Now that they got started, they have to go through the process.
Yeah.
Well, you can still say no to everything
Well,
about it.
This is kind of gut wrenching for us, because all them trucks and stuff's gonna be running right down our road. But I've been fighting landfills up here ever since I moved up here about 30-something years. The biggie was up here, you know, the one at 5,000 acres, BFI landfill. We fought it and we won it. The people won it. And, but what else we gonna have up here? I was talking like a gentleman up there and this lady here. What else we gonna have? And,
Well, we want everybody to come to the public hearing on the 22nd.
but if I come with you an idiotic idea, just don't put it up for a vote. Just say, get out, Bob.
Yeah.
We're not that kind of.
We love y'all, I'm telling you, because I've come down here and helped you. But that was the other thing that really hurt me, was the fact that they asked me and asked me and asked me to come down here and help with that other landfill that y'all were fighting. And I did, and she did, and we sold stuff in the thrift store, we bought stuff for the thrift store, we knocked on doors, we put up posters, and then I get a call that you better come down here. I couldn't believe it, I just couldn't believe it. And so, you know, I love every one of it, but we don't need another landfill in this area. There's plenty of landfills.
Well, like I said, please, I'd like to ask everybody to come back here on the 22nd, and you'll have an opportunity to speak and voice your opinions about this, and which we will take into consideration when we do make our vote after the public hearing. We will let you know when the vote is going to be taken. I do not think we'll do it immediately after this public hearing. It'll be a week, at least a week later, so that everybody that wishes to attend will also be able to attend.
Will that be a regular council meeting or another call meeting
That's crazy.
that
I
nobody?
need to vote that.
Well, the 22nd is a Monday. We won't meet again until the second Monday of May will be the next regular, council meeting.
Need to vote that night, 22nd. Need to vote that night. Get it off our minds.
That's gonna be up to the council.
It
If the
just
council
needs
wants
to
do it
happen.
then, we'll do it then, but, again, we will, when we do it, we will let everybody know prior to that. So, council, think about that, we don't have to decide on that tonight. We have a regular scheduled meeting April the 8th. So we can pick it up from there.
Let's do it that night.
Okay. Yeah,
22nd.
22nd.
Meeting's over, we'll let the vote on it and get it over with.
That's right.
That way things will
Yeah.
be fresh in your mind.
Yeah.
What we say will be fresh in your mind.
Yes.
We'll, all right, we'll take it under advisement, we'll address that at the next council meeting.
Okay.
Okay, all right, any other questions, comments?
But something else needs to be thought about. Right there, you turn to Lehigh, you got poor boys and you got Reeds. There's already traffic, like out there. You put some 18-wheelers out there, that's gonna make it, more people get killed. From right there to my house, which used to be Greg Armstrong. I can't tell you in my lifetime how many people died right through there.
Well, that's one of the criteria that we do have to take into consideration is public safety.
Well,
That
I'm
is one of
telling
the,
you, it's
yeah,
definitely.
that is definitely one of the criteria that we have to look at and we have to make a decision on. Is it a hindrance to public safety?
It's hindrance to my house.
I'm just saying, we do take that into consideration.
And that's why we want everybody at the public meeting.
Well, I can tell you, I drove a big truck for 22 years. I know how to drive. None of these guys get paid by the load. They gotta make a certain quota. They don't care about anybody but making their quota that day. They don't care. They're being put under pressure by their employer to make whatever quota it is, whatever, how many loads, whatever. When you take and factor that in, there's definitely gonna be a safety issue. These guys are not thinking about these kids running up down the highway. They're not thinking about these old elderly people running up down the highway. They don't care. They're gonna forget to turn their blinkers on, they're gonna slam the brakes on, they're gonna have road rage, which y'all know this day and age is a big thing. Coming from a truck driver, road rage is real. And you put a little four-wheeler car up against an 18-wheeler, it's gonna lose every time.
Somebody pulling out of Reeds?
You've got a lot of, just the safety issue along with these guys driving. That alone should be alarming enough. I can tell you from experience, 22 years driving, it's a real thing, it will be a safety issue and people will get killed.
Right.
It will happen. It's not if, it will happen. So, that's my 2 cents.
Okay, again, come back on the 22nd so we can get that in the public hearing. All right. Anybody else?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All right, we got a motion to adjourn in a second. All right, I'll write this down. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? All right, unanimous. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for coming. We'll see you at the next council meeting, April the 8th, at 7 o'clock.